Introduction. A Christmas Carol, penned by the illustrious Charles Dickens in 1843, is more than just a festive tale. It is a profound exploration of humanity, compassion and redemption. Dickens, a master storyteller known for his keen social commentary and unforgettable characters, wrote this novella during a period of deep personal and financial struggle. His creation swiftly became a timeless classic, capturing the essence of Christmas spirit and the possibility of transformation. Set in the grimy streets of Victorian London, A Christmas Carol follows the journey of Ebenezer Scrooge, a miserly old man whose life is irrecoverably changed through encounters with spectral visitors on Christmas Eve. These spirits, representing his past, present and future, guide Scrooge through the poignant journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. Dickens crafts each scene with meticulous detail, creating a vivid portrayal of both the darkness of Scrooge's heart and the light that can emerge from it. The novella's enduring appeal lies in its universal themes: the importance of empathy, the impact of generosity, and the capacity for personal growth. As readers, we are drawn into the world where the harsh realities of poverty and the joy of human connection intertwine, urging us to reflect on our values and actions. Dickens' narrative is both a social critique and a celebration of the human spirit, making A Christmas Carol a compelling read for audiences of all ages. In essence, A Christmas Carol is a literary gem that transcends its era, offering timeless lessons wrapped in the warmth and wonder of the holiday season. Whether you are revisiting this cherished story or discovering it for the first time, Dickens' heartfelt message resonates as powerfully today as it did over a century ago. Book synopsis. A Christmas Carol unfolds on a cold, bleak Christmas Eve in London, where the wealthy but miserly Ebenezer Scrooge sits in his dimly lit counting house. Scrooge, a man devoid of joy and kindness, demises Christmas as a humbug and rejects any sentiment of generosity or celebration. He coldly turns away his cheerful nephew Fred, who invites him to Christmas dinner and callously refuses to donate to charity collectors, insisting the poor should find refuge in prisons or workhouses. As night falls, Scrooge returns to his lonely dark home, where he is startled by the ghostly apparition of his former business partner Jacob Marley. Bound in heavy chains as punishment for his own greed and selfishness, Marley warns Scrooge that he faces a similar fate unless he changes his ways. Marley foretells the arrival of three spirits, each of whom will visit Scrooge that very night. The first spirit, the ghost of Christmas past, takes Scrooge on a journey through his earlier years. They visit scenes from Scrooge's childhood, where he was a lonely boy neglected by his father. The ghost shows moments of joy and regret, including Scrooge's warm relationship with his beloved sister Fan and the festive celebrations at the warehouse of his own kind-hearted first employer, Fezziwig. Scrooge is also reminded of his lost love, Belle, who left him because his growing obsession with wealth overshadowed their happiness. Next, the ghost of Christmas present arrives, a jolly giant surrounded by a feast. This spirit introduces Scrooge to the humble yet joyful Cratchit family, who, despite their poverty, celebrate Christmas with warmth and love. Scrooge is particularly moved by the sight of Tiny Tim, Bob Cratchit's frail and ailing young son, whose spirit and optimism shine despite his illness. The ghost also reveals various scenes of Christmas joy and generosity, contrasting sharply with Scrooge's own cold-heartedness. The final spirit, the ghost of Christmas yet to come, a dark and foreboding figure, shows Scrooge the future filled with dread. Scrooge witnesses scenes of people discussing a miser's death with indifference and even pleasure. He's horrified to discover that the deceased man is himself, and he sees his neglected grave in a desolate cemetery. Scrooge also learns that Tiny Tim has died, a fate that could have been prevented with better care and support. Overwhelmed by these visions, Scrooge vows to change his ways. He pleads for a chance to alter his fate and promises to embrace the spirit of Christmas all year round. Awakening on Christmas morning, Scrooge is overjoyed to find himself alive and given another chance. He immediately sets out to make amends, starting with generous donations to the charity collectors he had previously spurned. He then surprises the Cratchit family with a bountiful Christmas feast and becomes a benefactor to Tiny Tim, ensuring the boy receives medical care he needs. Scrooge's transformation is profound and heartfelt. He becomes known for his generosity, kindness and compassion, embodying the true spirit of Christmas. The story concludes with Scrooge as a beloved figure of his community, having learned that the true wealth of life lies in human connection and the joy of giving. A Christmas Carol is a powerful reminder of the potential for redemption and the enduring impact of kindness, making it a timeless story that continues to inspire and uplift readers with its message of hope and transformation. Main themes and events. Scrooge's miserly nature. At the beginning of A Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge is introduced as a cold-hearted, miserly old man who despises Christmas and everything associated with it. He begrudges every penny spent and treats his clerk, Bob Cratchit, with harshness, refusing to provide adequate warmth in their freezing office. His disdain for the festive season is further highlighted when he dismisses his cheerful nephew's Fred's invitation to Christmas dinner and turns away charity collectors, insisting that the poor should go to a workhouse or prison. Marley's ghost. Scrooge's solitary evening at home takes a terrifying turn when he is visited by the ghost of his former business partner, Jacob Marley. Draped in heavy chains forged from his own lifetime of greed and selfishness, Marley warns Scrooge that he is doomed to the same fate unless he changes his ways. Marley's ghost foretells the visit of three spirits who will offer Scrooge a chance at redemption, emphasising the urgency of the situation with a haunting display of other restless spirits suffering for their sins. The Ghost of Christmas Past. The first spirit to visit Scrooge is the Ghost of Christmas Past, a gentle figure of fluctuating light. The spirit takes Scrooge on a journey through his own past, revisiting key moments that shaped his life. They see Scrooge as a lonely boy at a boarding school, abandoned during the holidays. The visit from his sister Fran, who lovingly fetches him home, reveals the tender side of Scrooge. They also witness the joyful Christmas party at Mr. Fezziwig's warehouse, where Scrooge was once an apprentice, highlighting the contrast between Fezziwig's generosity and Scrooge's current behaviour. The spirit also shows the painful moment when Scrooge's fiancée, Belle, breaks off their engagement due to his growing obsession with wealth. The Ghost of Christmas Present. The second spirit, the Ghost of Christmas Present, is a jolly giant surrounded by an abundance of food and drink. This spirit reveals to Scrooge that the current Christmas celebrations happening around him. They visit the humble home of Bob Cratchit, where despite their poverty, the family shares a heartfelt and joyous Christmas. Scrooge is particularly moved by Tiny Tim, whose frail health and optimistic spirit touch him deeply. The spirit also takes Scrooge to various other scenes of festive cheer and warmth, including his nephew Fred's Christmas party, where the guests laugh and play games, underscoring the happiness of Scrooge is missing out on. The Cratchit family's struggles. During his visit with the Ghost of Christmas Present, Scrooge gains a deeper understanding of the Cratchit family's hardship. Despite Bob Cratchit's meagre wages, the family finds joy and gratitude in each other's company. Tiny Tim, who was crippled and in poor health, captures Scrooge's heart with his hopeful words, "God bless us everyone." The spirit hints at the grim future of Tiny Tim if circumstances don't improve, leaving Scrooge with a sense of foreboding and a desire to help. Ignorance and want. Before departing, the Ghost of Christmas Present reveals two emaciated children hiding under his robes. Ignorance and want. These figures symbolise the desired consequences of societal neglect of the poor and uneducated. The spirit warns Scrooge to beware of these children, particularly ignorance, as they represent the root of all social ills. This powerful moment serves as a stark reminder of a broader societal issue that Scrooge's personal transformation must address. The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. The final spirit, the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, is a dark hooded figure who does not speak but points ominously to guide Scrooge through future scenes. Scrooge is shown a series of unsettling visions, including the death of a lonely and unloved man, whose passing is met with indifference and even glee. Scrooge is horrified to realise that he is the man in these visions, lying in a neglected grave. This revelation forces Scrooge to confront the consequences of his life choices and the legacy he is leaving behind. The death of Tiny Tim. Among the future visions shown by the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is the Cratchit family mourning the death of Tiny Tim. This heartbreaking scene illustrates the impact of Scrooge's actions, or lack thereof, on those around him. The grief and sorrow of the Cratchit family highlights the vulnerability and preciousness of life, reinforcing Scrooge's growing realisation of the importance of compassion and generosity. Scrooge's plea for redemption. Confronted with the grim future laid out by the final spirit, Scrooge is filled with fear and desperation. He begs the spirit for a chance to change, bound to embrace the lessons he has learned from these three ghosts. This moment of sincere repentance marks the turning point for Scrooge, who recognises the need to transform his life and make amends for past behaviours. Scrooge's transformation. Awakening on Christmas morning with a new spirit, Scrooge sets out to redeem himself. He begins by generously donating to the charity collectors he had previously dismissed. He then surprises Bob Cratchit with a large Christmas turkey and an increase in salary, ensuring that Tiny Tim receives medical care he needs. Scrooge's newfound generosity extends to his nephew Fred, whom he joins for Christmas dinner, and to the broader community, where he becomes known for his kindness and charitable acts. Scrooge's transformation is complete, embodying the true spirit of Christmas and proving that it is never too late to change and make positive impact on the world. Key takeaway points. The power of compassion and generosity. Scrooge's transformation from a miser into a benefactor underscores the profound impact of compassion and generosity. Initially, Scrooge's lack of empathy isolates him and causes suffering to those around him. However, by the end of the story, his acts of kindness and charity not only enrich the lives of others, but also bring him personal joy and fulfillment. Practical advice. Practice small acts of kindness daily, such as donating to local charity, helping a neighbour, or simply offering a kind word to someone in need. These actions can create a ripple effect of positivity. Instruction. Make a habit of setting aside a portion of your income or time each month for charitable activities. This could include volunteering at a shelter, supporting community projects, or mentoring someone. The importance of self-reflection and change. Scrooge's journey with the three spirits highlights the necessity for self-reflection for personal growth. By revisiting his past, observing his present, and foreseeing his future, Scrooge gains insights into his actions and their consequences, prompting a profound change. Practical advice. Regularly take time to reflect on your actions and decisions. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this, allowing you to identify patterns and areas for improvement. Instruction. Set aside time at the end of each week to review your behaviour and interactions. Consider what went well and what could be improved, and set specific goals for the following week. Value of family and relationships. Throughout A Christmas Carol, the Cratchit family's warmth and Scrooge's eventual reconnection with his nephew Fred emphasises the significance of family and relationships. Despite their hardships, the Cratchits' love for each other provides strength and joy, contrasting sharply with Scrooge's lonely existence. Practical advice. Prioritise spending quality time with loved ones. This could be through regular family dinners, game nights, or simply setting aside time each day to connect. Instruction. Reach out to estranged family members or friends. Initiate a conversation, express your feelings, and make an effort to rebuild and maintain these relationships. The consequence of ignorance and want. The symbolic children, ignorance and want, revealed by the Ghost of Christmas Present, highlight the dangers of societal neglect. Dickens uses these characters to critique societal injustices and the importance of addressing poverty and lack of education. Practical advice. Educate yourself about social issues and become an advocate for change. Support policies and initiatives that aim to reduce poverty and improve education. Instruction. Volunteer with organisations focused on alleviating poverty and promoting education. This could include tutoring programs, food banks, or advocacy groups working on systematic change. Redemption is always possible. Scrooge's redemption demonstrates that it is never too late to change. Despite his years of selfishness and cruelty, he is able to transform into a kind and generous person, showing that redemption and personal growth are always within reach. Practical advice. Recognise that everyone has the potential to change, including yourself. Be open to feedback and willing to make amends for past mistakes. Instruction. Identify areas in your life where you want to improve and set clear, actionable goals. Seek support from friends, family, or mentors to help you stay accountable and motivated. The joy of Christmas spirit year-round. The novella illustrates that the spirit of Christmas, characterised by kindness, generosity, and goodwill, should be embraced throughout the year. Scrooge's commitment to keeping the Christmas spirit alive daily transforms his life and those around him. Practical advice. Incorporate the principles of Christmas spirit into your everyday life. Practice gratitude, give generously, and spread joy and kindness regardless of the season. Instruction. Create traditions that foster the Christmas spirit year-round. This can include monthly charitable acts, regular family gatherings, or personal rituals that remind you to appreciate and celebrate the good in life. Final thoughts. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens is not merely a holiday story. It is a powerful exploration of human nature and the potential for profound personal transformation. As we journey through the book, we witness the incredible evolution of Ebenezer Scrooge from a miserly, isolated man to a beacon of generosity and warmth. This transformation serves as a timeless reminder of the inherent capacity of change within us all. Dickens masterfully uses the visit from the three spirits to highlight the consequences of our actions, the importance of empathy, and the value of human connections. Each ghost's lesson is a stepping stone on Scrooge's path to redemption, underscoring the novella's central themes: compassion, self-reflection, the importance of family, and the enduring spirit of Christmas. The detailed recounting of Scrooge's past, present, and potential future not only provides a rich narrative, but also serves as a reflective mirror for readers to examine their own lives and choices. One mind-blowing conclusion we can draw from A Christmas Carol is the idea that our destinies are not set in stone. Just as Scrooge alters his fate through conscious effort and a change of heart, we too hold the power to shape our future through our actions and attitudes. This profound message of hope and self-determination resonates deeply, encouraging us to seize opportunities for growth and kindness in our everyday lives. In closing, A Christmas Carol is a literary masterpiece that continues to inspire and uplift readers with its enduring message of transformation and goodwill. Whether you are revisiting this classic or encountering it for the first time, its rich narrative and profound themes offer invaluable lessons that are relevant today as they were in Dickens' times. As you reflect on Scrooge's journey, may you find inspiration to embrace the spirit of Christmas and carry its light throughout the year. Reading A Christmas Carol is not just an experience, but an invitation to transform and enrich your own life.